If Papua New Guinea looks like it's just jungle and isolated tribes, we'd be sorely mistaken. It has all elements of modern world, including high crime rates and corruption. This is an image of Maseratis being unloaded at an airport, not rented, not leased, but bought brand new from Italy. In 2018, Papua New Guinea hosted the APEC meeting. APEC stands for Asia Pacific Economic Cooperation. Special forces from Australia, the US, and New Zealand were flown in to help provide security in the notoriously dangerous city. Australia provided 1/3 of cost, and that is very noble of them, since Papua New Guinea is the poorest Pacific country, with 40% of population living below the poverty line on less than $1 a day. While the leaders were talking about improving trade and business relations, Papua was already there, improved and in business. It bought 40 Maserati sedans, which cost over $100,000 each, 3 Bentley luxury vehicles, which cost over $200,000 each, and 300 other vehicles, including Toyota Land Cruisers, Fords, Mazdas, and Mitsubishis. How wildly unnecessary and how insanely irresponsible. It sounds like they did it just because they could, and because there will be no consequences. The purchase caused a lot of controversy, with some leaders refusing to use them. Naturally, the citizens were mortified, and when the press started digging in, the pressure was mounting on the government, and they promised to resell all the cars and make back all the taxpayers' money. And that is ridiculous, because there isn't exactly a long line of people waiting to buy Maseratis in New Guinea, and selling overseas is very expensive. But why in the world didn't they just rent the cars? Because by 2021, they managed to resell only 4 cars, and probably at a huge loss, because that is how the luxury car market works. The price is lower when the seller is desperate. After the summit, one of the Bentleys was given to the Governor General, while the other 2 remained in storage. But there was a rumor going around that the other 300 vehicles had somehow disappeared. And after a huge and costly police investigation, most of the cars were back in storage, but were damaged or had some parts missing. And then the people started asking about the Maseratis. Are they even still there? Or are the politicians just laughing in everyone's faces? So in 2019, James Marape, finance minister of the time of the summit, but promoted to prime minister later, led a team of local media to the warehouse and proved that none of the Maseratis were missing or stolen. Now each country is like a big family, and families make mistakes, they argue, and then they forgive each other. And that's what happened. Life went on. But something happened at the end of 2018. 100 people stormed the parliament and destroyed everything, and they mostly took their anger out on furniture. They were the police, the army, and firemen who didn't get the promised bonuses for working overtime during the summit. The promised bonus was a bit above $100, and it was eventually paid. So is this the worst case of government corruption? Probably not. If we want to see the worst in humanity and politics, the world has much to offer. But it is one of the more disgusting cases of corruption, because during the APEC meeting, the country was struggling to recover from a devastating earthquake and was facing a terrible lack of medication during a polio outbreak, and was seeing the ever-present rise of crime and violence. And while all of this was happening, The government was buying wildly expensive cars, and that makes it incredibly inhumane. Be safe and thank you for watching.